Yo, 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 yo. We out here. What's good, everybody?
Ooh.
Back
That's
again.
my thing, I guess. We back.
Back
Our
on
thoughts
live. What's good, everyone? I see you in the chat. I see one of y'all. Who was it? Said he going to the Kendrick concert tonight. Very jealous of you.
Yep, Matthew David.
Matthew David, let us know how that goes. I wish I was going. But yeah, what's up, y'all? How has your week been? Welcome back. Our Thoughts Live.
Yes,
Let me know.
sir.
Y'all see that video we dropped? That very informative,
Yeah.
very accurate predictions, top 10 things you missed in the Idol trailer. If my guy can plug that real quick.
See, you're getting in on it too. I love it. I love it. See, we're both plugging away. We're both plugging away.
Yes.
Easter eggs is coming in the chat right now. Please go ahead, check that out if you're watching this back. And you haven't seen that video. It's some of our best work, I think. Some of our best. We
Best
really put our
detective
detective
work.
hat on. Yes,
Yes.
our Sherlock Holmes hat.
Hmm.
You know, and really delve deep into the trailer. There was a lot in there. I feel like the Weeknd is one sly motherfucker, man. I don't know how he fit all these Easter eggs, but yeah,
He's just
some
too
of our
good.
best work. Matt, thank you for editing that one.
Yes.
Banger of a video.
Why
And
did
yeah.
y'all think I was dead or something? What are these comments?
I don't know. I
What
will
happened
say
last stream?
we did have kind of a hectic stream last time around.
Oh.
You didn't get around to watching it?
I mean, I kind of skimmed through. I was watching the gameplay.
Okay.
And then yeah, but I didn't see the whole thing, but apparently y'all were talking shit about me.
Quite the opposite actually. We were
Oh.
saying that how much we love you. There was like a
Oh,
it was,
wow.
The whole stream was like a love letter. So it's crazy that you skimmed through it and you didn't see any. No, we were saying they're saying that you should hop on stream like by yourself. Which
Oh yeah.
I mean I guess we could say it like
That is
uh,
what will happen.
that is what will happen next week. Yeah, I'm gonna be making the trip down to LA to hang out with my boy, and we can talk about that in a second. But yeah, we're gonna be um, on my way back on Thursday while we're streaming. Matt will be on our usual streaming time. Matt will be streaming. Do you know what game
Yes.
you're? Have you thought
We're gonna
about what
play a
game?
bunch of games, bro. We're gonna play a bunch of games.
Ooh.
I got Halo on here. I have of course I downloaded Fall Guys, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Got Halo.
Very-
I got two different battle. I'm telling you guys, I'm like a first person type of gamer, so it's gonna be like first person shooter games. So sorry if you're not not into that. Those are the games I'm the best at.
Curry says COD.
COD. Yeah, I could. I don't know if I got that. I don't know if I got that downloaded still. Call of Duty is like 300 gigabytes or something insane. So, but I'm a beast at COD, so maybe I'll re-download it for the stream. But no, I got all the different battlefields. I got Halo, the new Halo, which I'm nasty on Halo. It's kind of crazy. So you guys are gonna get some good gameplay and see me probably like rage.
I wasn't yo, seeing that rage. I've personally never really seen that, so I would love to see that.
It's a different
memorialized.
rage. The video game rage is different.
I know it's also Mama Magnus.
Hey, my mom's in
Happy
here.
birthday weekend to Matt. Yes, August 9th
Yes.
is boy's birthday. Go ahead. If we're not gonna see him then, or you guys aren't gonna see him then, I am.
Yeah.
But go give my guy some confetti, some flowers.
Thank you,
some-
thank you. Also, show my mom some love. It's also her birthday weekend.
Oh, really?
It's her birthday on Saturday, I think, on the 6th. So
Hmm.
we both have.
Birthday, Mama Mag.
Yeah. Oh, mine went here. Say hi.
Hi, Sandy. Happy birthday.
Shout out, moms. There we go.
Shit, man,
Appreciate
it's
it.
everyone's birthday weekend. We got Queen Kenya. It's her boyfriend's birthday. I think that day as well. Damn,
It's
a
Leo
lot to
season.
celebrate over here.
Leo season, the best season, if I may. You know.
I will not debate you on that because I'm not gonna argue for Capricorn season. Apparently, we're just shitty. Every time I've mentioned my horoscope to people, my zodiac sign, they're like, "Oh, like damn," like.
Damn. Wait, what is your full 3? You have a double something. Are you double Aries?
No. I'm double Aquarius, I think.
Aquarius.
I think I'm Capricorn double Aquarius. I have no idea what that means.
Mm.
But I know that I met with shame and horror
Yeah.
anytime I mention it. So, but yeah, that's really dope, guys. We won't be able to see you until after. I don't
Yes.
think.
Just know that
I will.
Cesco and I will be turning up. Um,
Yes,
for
in
sure.
different characters.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
do you want to talk about the your
Sure.
party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you
So,
know, I'm turning 23 on is it Tuesday? What day is the 9th?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. The party's on the 10th. But yeah, turning 23. The theme of my birthday
Mm-hmm.
is dress as your favorite. Wait. Okay. See, this can get confusing. But it's
Mm.
dress as the cover of your favorite album or
Mm.
your favorite album cover. You know what I mean? Where it's like
Mm.
there's a difference. But anyway, dress like an album cover,
Oh, I see.
basically.
I see
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
mean. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the album cover, even if it's like an era or like an outfit in within that album. I guess
It's
like
like let's say your favorite album is like Daft Punk, but like how are you gonna dress as like the Daft Punk logo? But your favorite album
oh,
cover is like the After Hours album cover, so you can
true.
dress up as Abel. Just dress
I
up
feel
like
it.
an album cover. It's a music themed party, of course. I made a really long like 4 hour playlist with all my favorite songs. It's just
Damn,
I don't. It's not like party hype. It's just all my favorite songs, and
I
that's
love
what's
that.
gonna be spinning because that's what I
Mhm.
want to hear on my birthday. So yeah, no, I'm hyped, bro. So appreciate it. Appreciate the love, the birthday love. Shout out to all the other Leos in the chat and people watching us. It's Leo season full effect. And Cesco, the
Sir.
boy, will be together finally. He's coming down to LA,
Yeah.
gonna see the crib for the first time.
Oh my God, dude. And I was just texting you about it. The fact that I know there's gonna be another time that I get to see you is like afterwards for Hollywood Horror Nights.
Horror
I don't know what
nights.
it's called. Horror
Yes.
Nights. Uh, is super exciting. We'll talk about that in a bit. You weren't here last week, as we've mentioned, so we
Mm.
didn't really get a chance to discuss that. So I'm excited for that. Also, if you're wondering what I'm holding, I am currently disguising or hiding my gifts for Matt. I
Oh.
just wanted to tease him on stream. I'll allow a pause for that.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Little tease.
little tease. So as you can see, I'll just let you guys guess what's
Here.
in
Here.
here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, boom. There you go. The wide angle.
Damn.
I will say that. So I'll just say it. It's some vinyls, a couple vinyls for us to vibe to.
Bro.
Uh, One thing that I said that to Matt was like, dude, like if you got a wish list, please send it over to me, like, because
Mm-hmm.
like I wanna give you something you'll actually like. I don't want to.
Right.
So he gave me a full list, and I'm super excited. But I will say one of them is something that is on the wish list.
Okay.
It's a gem.
Oh.
I'm not gonna like.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Okay.
a gem, and the other one is something I know you'll like, but isn't on the wish list. So I'm super excited to see your reaction for it. Damn, yeah, I'm
I'm
just
hyped.
this whole trip, man. This LA trip is gonna be so hype. We're gonna have so much fun, and yeah, man.
I can't wait.
I don't know. Is there anything else that we Well, yeah, we plugged the video.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
yep. Yeah. Oh, one thing we forgot to do yesterday is the How Do I Make You Love Me deep dive.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's ready. We'll just drop it tomorrow, I guess,
Yeah.
if that works. Cool.
If that's cool with y'all, we can drop our little
Yeah,
"How Do I
you
Make You
know,
Love Me" music video deep dive.
you guys are willing to bear with us for another video,
Yeah.
and we
After
promise
after
it's
that
a
one.
yeah, we promise it's an honest deep. It's a little more conventional deep dive, we'll say.
Okay. Yeah. Appreciate the love on the past video though. I'm glad. I mean, there were some people who were genuinely thought we were serious the whole time, and I think that's the best part.
That's the beautiful thing. I think we set that up so perfectly just with how seriously we talk about the weekend sometimes, how
Yeah.
passionate we'll say. So that was a little bit of a curveball, and everyone seemed to like it. So yeah, enjoyed that video. Super happy that's in our catalog. With that said, man, how's the last couple weeks been? How's your day been?
It's been good, man. This past week was very busy getting the apartment to a good state to host people, you included. So just been doing we did a deep ass clean of the whole apartment. Took us like 3 days in total of just
Love cleaning the house,
of
bro.
cleaning. So yeah, long overdue. Cause like, anyway, it's nice. Fresh house. Lit some candles. Spun some vinyl. All of that. So the vibes are set. No, other than that, I just been chilling. Trying to get my bearings. You know, this new job I told you about. It's starting to start up. Same thing with Brawler, editing that, and just ready to be done, bro. I can't wait to. It's gonna be a good summer because by the end of it, I'm gonna be graduated. So that's really the one thing I'm working towards this whole time, and I'm gonna be out of school forever. Never have to go to school again. That's kind of crazy.
That's like crazy to think about. Like school is when you reach this age where you're graduating college and you don't have to go forever is like because you've just grown up with school for how many years would it be for us?
Right.
Like 12, 13?
Majority of my life, like half my life. Yeah.
Yeah, so to not have that in our schedule, in our weekly schedule is just like super. I can't even really
I just
conceptualize that,
do
to be
whatever I
honest.
want. Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. It's crazy. So yeah, can't wait for that. We're gonna be celebrating in Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes, that too. We're definitely we're out. Yo, we're going. We're gonna see the Weeknd haunted house. I want to I'm gonna go in there and I might have to swing on him. If Abel is getting a little too a little too close to me. He's I don't know if you saw the ad, but there's like bandaged version of him. There's like the creepy girls from Too Late.
That one.
Someone's getting the business. If they're trying to fuck around.
You know what? Let's go ahead and transition to the weekly to the ready to the
Oh. Why are we singing trophies?
No, I don't know. Only losers go to school. That's a good song, by the way. Labyrinth and The Weeknd. That's an underrated.
They need
Losers
to
off Beauty
do.
Behind the Madness.
They need to do something again.
For real.
Yeah.
Like he's done. Say what you want about Euphoria, but Labyrinth has made some great
Bangers.
songs. Yeah. So,
Bangers.
welcome to the weekly Weekend update, ladies and gentlemen. Right into it. Halloween Horror Nights. In case you didn't tune in last week, you didn't miss much, but also you missed a lot, both at the same time. Some changes. But
Okay.
anyways, Universal Studios announced their collaboration with The Weeknd. He will be having a haunted house inspired by the After Hours album. It's not like the album turned into a haunted house. It's like all the different stuff that inspired the album. Think like the music videos, kind of brought into like a haunted house experience, which is
Very cool.
very cool. Really one of one artists that can do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Weeknd haunted house. It's cool. I was reading the article and he said he's always wanted to do that. So I'm excited, man.
Really
He's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna chase me with a knife or something. If we gotta chop his head off, like the Save Your Tears. Or was it Save Your Tears or In Your Eyes? Music video.
Yeah, In Your Eyes.
In Your Eyes music video. Man, I mean, it kind of makes so much sense. It's like this. A lot of his music videos were like slasher, especially Too Late. That was literally a horror movie. Inspired by American Psycho and stuff like that.
Yeah, John Carpenter or something like that. Yeah.
That'll be dope. I'm excited to see that. I wonder what the
Kitchen Boy.
music's gonna be. Oh, yo, what's good? All right, what's up, guys? I'm here. Okay, good. Now we can start. Kitchen Boy's here.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Now we can start. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
I wonder what the music's gonna be. Is there gonna be After Hours playing, or a chopped and screwed creepy version of it or something?
You read that article?
I did read an article, but then it was revealing a lot, and I was like, oh, this is spoiling it. They're detailing exactly what's in the exhibit,
Okay, so you don't want to know that kind of stuff because I read into it because I am terrified and I want to know what I'm walking
Okay.
into.
Let me know what they said about the music. I mean, that's not
Okay.
I'm probably not even gonna
they-
hear that because I'm gonna be screaming.
So it's Save Your Tears, yeah, In Your Eyes, After Hours, the titular track, Heartless,
Oh,
Blinding Lights, and then there's something else. There's 6 songs.
Wow.
And it's gonna be played in the thing. I don't know if it's gonna be like like a chopped and screwed
Creepy
version. I think
version.
that'll be cool if it's like I'm thinking of that when in the Blinding Lights music video when it hits that second verse,
Uh-huh.
it goes into like the slowed and reverb as he's looking at the ceiling, like that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
could be cool. Alone
Dang.
Again. Alone Again is like,
No way.
dude. So
They're
this
gonna
is
play that?
like, I guess so. It seems like
That's crazy.
they detailed that it's gonna be the soundtrack of the haunted house. So I don't know if there's gonna be additional stuff. Obviously, there's like sound effects. There's gonna be strobe light
Holy crap.
effects. So it's gonna be crazy. We will, as I alluded to before, we will be I'll be heading down to LA to do like some content, some record some a video for you guys.
Oh yeah.
A nice Our Thoughts podcast. Not podcast, but just like us doing shit in Universal
Little
Studios
vlog.
and us being terrified
It'll be
of
good.
everything.
It'll be
happening.
good.
I thought you were gonna be cool as a fan, not gonna lie, just because you're very familiar with horror and film and
You know,
like all that stuff.
I mean, you would think, but like I'm really not. Like
Mm.
if I'm not I mean, I guess I'm familiar, but I'm not comfortable like with it at all.
Okay.
Like scary movies are scary, and horror nights, that's like another level because I don't know if any of y'all have been to a horror nights, but it's not like oh you go from one thing to the other and like you kind of like you get out of one haunted house and it's everywhere. Like you cannot
It's
escape.
not like Six Flags.
No, it's not like
Fright
Six Flags Fright. Yeah, Fright.
Yeah.
No, it's like if you are in there, you are getting scared. Like or like by someone popping out or like oh my god. I think I
Why
said
did we do this? Why are we doing this?
people with chainsaws. The only like haunted house I've really been to. Oh my god, it was so long ago. It was like bro, it was in like Orinda and like the old theater. They was it Orinda or Moraga? Anyway, this is our hometown shit. But like there's like this old movie theater and they changed it into a haunted house. And you start outside and you go around the back and it's like you kind of go through this forest and then you go through the back parts of the movie theater and it's like the meat chamber and there's like bodies hanging. And then the last part is it opens up and you're in the theater with all the I think you're on one side of the theater and on the other side is a dude with a chainsaw and he like runs up. He's like running through the seats to get you and you have to like run out. And that was like the scariest thing in my life. So I think it's going to be 10 times worse than that. So
These motherfuckers are crazy.
Crazy.
Why do you scare people like this? Yeah, I've gone to Six Flags Fright Fest. I forget. I don't think I went to any of like the haunted houses if they have any. I don't think I went to, but I've definitely walked through some of the scare zones and it's like it's cool. They just kind of creep up on you and go like,
Yeah.
hey. I've gone to way back when, not way back when, like 2013-ish, went to Universal Studios. They have like that classic Universal horror monster like walkthrough. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like just like a year-round haunted house they do where it's like, oh, Frankenstein runs at you.
Okay.
You see Chucky.
Yeah. That's cool.
All the hits, all the Universal hits, and I was terrified, bro. I was screaming. At one point, I was holding onto my sister's arm, and she's like frail. She's like my shoulder height,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like holding on. She's like, "Bro, you're breaking my arm. You cannot. This cannot be a thing."
Yeah.
So I was like, so I just really don't do it. So this is gonna be like, there's a
It'll
part of
be
me
a
that
good
is
time.
excited about this video, but there's also a part of me that's like dreading it.
Yeah.
So
all for the content, bro.
y'all better this better not flop.
Y'all better blow that video up. Y'all better like the shit out of it. That better be like 1 million views.
Putting our lives on the line, low key.
Yeah.
but also, we'll try some stuff. Like I know that they have like seasonal food stuff.
Oh yeah,
and
we'll do everything. It'll be like Disneyland. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, Flo, says shout out Orinda / Moraga. I'm in Oakland, but those towns are close by. Shout out to the Bay, bro. I'm from. Well, we're from. I don't know. When you say where in the Bay you're from, do you say Vallejo, or do you say Lafayette? Walnut Creek.
I say Vallejo because I feel
Okay.
like that that area shaped me a little more
Uh-huh.
than say like Lafayette and Walnut Creek. But yeah, how about you? Do you say
I
I know you
usually
lived in Martinez at one point.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I usually just say like
Address was our address was 345
yeah,
Lincoln Road. If you guys
Lincoln
want to
Lincoln Road.
hit up
Uh
hit up whoever's living there.
Bay Area Street. No, it was
Yeah.
I usually say I'm from like Berkeley area cuz that's just the
Mm,
one major city that's close to where we were that like if I say Lafayette no one's going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. So
true.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I usually say Berkeley, Oakland area.
Mm,
But originally, I mean, if y'all don't know, we went to high school in a little tiny town called Lafayette. So I know Flo probably knows what we're talking about. But yeah, shout out to the
Batesville.
Bay. Danville.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, but no, I'm excited. Horror Nights, I have yet to go, and I lived down the street, so like it's about time.
Mhm. It's dude, it's full circle. Like our first concert. I think you said your first live concert
Yeah,
experience. Your first Horror Nights experience, man. Like weekends,
a lot of
popping
firsts.
up,
Oh,
popping a lot of
true.
cherries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. First Horror Nights is the Weekend Horror Nights. First concert is the Weekend concert.
Telling
If
you,
he's
I'm telling you.
involved, we gotta go.
I know. It's like undisputed at this point.
Yeah.
Queen Kenya, do you guys get scared easy? You guys will find out.
I mean, if it's like a haunted, yeah, like if it's a Halloween haunted house thing, like it's real, then yeah, I'll be, I'll be, I'll be shaking in my boots a little bit, for
Getting in my
sure.
boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. I'm actually yeah, enough talking. Well, you guys will see how. Bro,
Yeah.
I'm scared that I might for real punch someone. Anyways,
We're gonna be kicked out.
yeah. Honestly, at a certain point, yeah, we'll record the footage. I think that'll be fun. Like, did you remember that fake Clay Thompson
Um, yeah, I've
got
seen those
kicked out
videos.
of
Oh,
a
I,
Warriors game because he snuck in before the game and started shooting around. Like he had a hood on. And he looked like Clay Thompson with the beard, and he walked right past security. The what do you call it? Like the metal detectors. Walked through that, shot a couple shots, and then when he was walking out,
that's
they're like, "Hey,
crazy. Who
your
are
jump
you?
shot doesn't really look like Clay
That was
Thompson."
the fact. Damn, that was the deciding factor.
He even took a picture with like Pilo, if you guys know, like
Pilo.
Bay Area rapper. He took a picture of Pilo and then and like
That's
he shook
funny.
hands with him and everything. It's wild, man. So that's gonna be us. We're gonna be kicking it out, getting kicked out. It's just gonna be um I
That's
think it's just
funny.
gonna be a fun video. Whatever that turns into, it's gonna be super fun content. Just us having fun, man. Like
Hell yeah.
screaming. Um, is there anything else about that weekend Horror Nights thing? We don't want to talk about the scenes. We don't want to. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
let's.
What's next on? I think we have a new Weekend remix dropping, right?
Yeah, man. So the weekend recently announced or posted that he will be having a remix of Best Friends. In my opinion, like one of the most kind of underrated songs off Don FM. Like obviously everyone talks about,
Underrated.
Out of Time. I was gonna say Can't Feel My Face. Uh, all the ones. Take My Breath.
Less than zero. Yeah.
Less Than Zero. But Best Friends, man, is one of those hitters like or slappers. Like,
I
so
will
what do
say
you think about
from
Summer
there
Walker?
from there down in the track list, I
Hmm.
really I think it's like Best Friends. Is there someone else? And then it goes to
Starry Eyes.
no. Where's the one that's like uh
Oh, hold on.
break don't break my heart? Is that what it's called?
Oh, I think that's after Every Angel Is Terrifying. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. So hold on.
Let me see. Hold
Let
on.
me. I
I can
know.
never. Okay, it's Best Friends. Yeah. Is there someone else? Wait, what's the one that's like Starry Eyes? Don't break my heart. Yeah, don't break my
It's
heart.
Starry
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so Starry Eyes. Yeah, that. So I remember at one point when Dawn FM came out, you're like, you asked me a question where it's like, do you ever hop in at a different point? Because it all
Mm-hmm.
flows together. And I think that
Hmm.
one of my main points that I used to like really like to jump in because I like the transition between all those songs was like Best Friends all the way down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very curious what this will look like with Summer Walker because this instrumental is very simple for Best Friends. It's just that
Yeah.
boom, boom, like I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, we Abel said that Summer Walker killed it. So
Mm-hmm. And like knowing, because that song is about like, you know, setting expectations, like closing off the idea of a long-term relationship, that kind of theme.
yeah.
And Summer Walker, I know, can
Mm.
murder that. Like she is gonna destroy that record. I'm so excited for to because I'm personally a big fan of Summer Walker. I love Still Over It. I love the album before Over It. And I think this is kind of, I'm looking at the track list right now and I'm like, this is kind of the perfect song for her to jump in on, I
Okay.
think. I'm curious, who are some people that just off the top of your head, like just super like last minute, uh who would you like to see on a song that you think would be cool to like jump in on a remix, like
For Don
on
FM.
On Dawn FM specifically? Let us know in the chat. And also leave us a like. I feel like I should mention that more, but yeah, leave a like. Something
Right next
cool
to
for
that
us.
subscribe button. You know.
Mm, mm.
Let's see. Um. Hmm. 070 Shake would be dope. I feel like she fits the vibe of Don FM really well.
Great.
Um,
Yeah. Great pick.
would love Ty Dolla Sign for sure. I don't know if you guys listened to the Swedish House Mafia album, the same one that has Moth to a Flame on it, but there's an 070 Shake and Ty Dolla Sign song on there that goes very hard.
I would
So
that album is released like
yeah,
in full.
the whole
Damn,
thing.
how did I not?
I
How
know.
did
I
that?
saw that the other day and I was like, oh shit, there's like more songs like than just
Yeah.
Moth to a Flame. But no, it's
Hmm.
pretty cool. It's dope. It's really good. I mean, Swedish House Mafia has always been really dope. Ever since like their 2013, 2014, the rise of electronic music and pop with like David
Hmm.
Guetta and all that. Swedish House Mafia was always like an artist I really liked. But no, this is like really good. They have kind of there's even an ASAP Rocky feature on there. Like it's
Wow.
kind of crazy. So they bounce genres. There's like house, techno, like kind of pop infused rap, and then obviously Moth to a Flame, and like it's a lot. So yeah, go check that out.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
that would be cool. I seen people saying Dua Lipa would be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Halsey,
Obviously.
maybe Halsey. It depends. Halsey, I don't know. I
What
don't
you
know.
think of the recent Calvin Harris songs that have been dropping?
This recent one was really good.
Yeah, the one
Um,
I sent you like
yeah,
this past weekend. That one's
I
really good.
actually I really like the one with Pharrell and Justin
Mhm.
Timberlake. If Halsey wasn't on it,
And
her
right, there's nothing there. Let me
yeah, I'm
there's
like,
somewhere
can this
here.
bitch shut up? Like go back to, cause they're so good. Like Pharrell and Justin Timberlake have such good parts on it, and then she's like,
Mm.
yeah, it's crazy out here. I'm like, oh my god.
With that, um, that is, I remember that being a very like interesting point. Like, but for me personally, I've chosen to similar to I think what you said before with like Certified Lover Boy with Way Too Sexy. It's like I already know, like you when you listen to something, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a sticking point. Like I can understand why, but I'm gonna choose to love it, kind of thing. And I have chosen to embrace how weird that segment is. But I'll be honest, yeah, those first couple singles, like the 21 Savage one was cool.
It's
Like it's
alright.
a vibe. It's a good
You
like
can't you
deep
can't go
album cut.
wrong. You can't go wrong with 21 Savage. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good deep album cut. I don't know if it would have been. No, it's cool to start off with 21 Savage,
Sure.
but
And then the
but
Young
yeah, then
Thug one was all
cool.
right.
Dua Lipa, I
Um,
think, very
Dua
potion.
Lipa, yeah, not bad. Um,
Yeah,
I really love the Pharrell and Justin Timberlake features on that song.
yeah.
It's just the Halsey's a little hard on the ears. Um, and then but this recent one's good. It's definitely like a vibe.
Mm.
People are saying SZA. SZA would be so dope actually. On Dawn
Uh,
FM.
do you remember that "Die for You" remix
Oh
of
yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Straight
remember. I
on
remember. Yeah, yeah. SZA would be great. I mean, both of them have such great voices.
Mm-hmm.
SZA would be cool. I think Snow Allegra would be dope as fuck on a
Oh my
Dawn
god.
FM track or just a weekend
Uh,
collab.
No Allegra on like "Out of Time"
Yeah,
or
yeah.
or mm,
Or
like "I Heard You're
I
Married."
I was gonna say I
Oh,
heard you're married.
I saw Jasmine mention that she'd love to see like a female voice on I Heard You're Married because
Right.
in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I think Lil Wayne feels like a little. He's cool. The feature is cool, but he feels a little out of place in that record. And
No
I think
hubcap.
that line is hard. Damn. I almost
No
regret
hubcap.
saying this, but I'm gonna keep saying I feel like keep the Lil Wayne feature, but get like Ariana Grande, LMA, as Jasmine says, SZA,
Ariana
someone on
Grande
there
would be good.
to be maybe that married. Oh, Ariana Grande could be that married girl that like,
Yeah.
you get to hear her perspective. Like, I love those kind of, we saw it recently with We Cry Together. Those songs where you see the dialogue going back and forth.
Mhm.
Love to see something like that with and also, Ariana Grande. Weekend records have a certain weight to them. I think,
yeah.
just because of their chemistry and history.
Two massive fan bases coming together.
And
so
the fan bases.
the
Yeah.
streaming is crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think the Save Your Tears remix ended up like one of the highest streamed songs, which
Crazy.
makes sense.
It's a great remix. Like, and it's really good.
You've come around on it. I remember you mentioning like it's okay. When
I've
we
come
first
around
were-
on it
Yeah.
because then all the other remixes came out and I was like, yeah, this is the best one.
Yeah.
But no.
Uzi, this remix didn't do it for you.
No. I actually suppressed that memory. I forgot that Lil Uzi even did that.
That remix was. I remember when that what was it, the deluxe came out, with the one with the red cover where it's basically like the album cover, but just like they just put some effects on it to make it look red. It was like Lil Uzi remix and then some Blinding Lights remix, Chromatic remix. I remember being like, there's got to be more to this, and then he dropped the bonus tracks, and I was like, yeah, I feel better about these records than those remixes. So yeah, the notes Ariana Grande hit on that Save Your Tears remix is
Crazy.
some of the cleanest notes I've ever seen.
Someone said here, Pranav, why didn't Donna Femme blow up as big as After Hours? Donna Femme certainly has its singled value songs, Less Than Zero. Is there something else? Hidden by Lemon, Sacrifice, etc. It should have been more famous. That is a really good question. I think After Hours, there was a lot happening in the world when After Hours came out. I think After Hours was like the definitive album of that whole year. 2020 came out, what? March? No. May? I forget when it came out. But it was like middle of the
Can
pandemic.
you talk a little bit about what makes it that definitive album for that? Like, why do you say
Well, I think because it was March. See, like that's like the height of the pandemic. But I think because that After Hours was the mark of this trilogy and this step further into the global phenomenon that is The Weeknd. That it was his big transition. This is like from Kissland to Beauty Behind the Madness, finally stepping into that commercial space. He's already done that. Starboy has launched him there. And then it was like My Dear Melancholy. It was kind of an interlude. And we were waiting for that big, big, big Weeknd project. Like he said himself, the album that the fans wanted me to make, and that was After Hours. And I think he just... I don't want to say like he would just all of a sudden was like, oh my God, it's so popular, we got to make it even bigger and bigger, as if he didn't plan it out. But it felt like that. It was just like, holy shit, like I struck gold. This album is massive. Massive. I mean, of course, like he probably could have never predicted that Blinding Lights will be the most streamed song to ever exist on Billboard. Like that's crazy. And I think, he had a lot of time to execute the rollout, of course, execute the story, the character. Whereas with Donna Femme, he said, F all that, we're going to just drop it. And I think it was just because The Weeknd, like, he's just reached the level of stardom that he doesn't need to really convince us to be excited, for the next project. Mm-hmm. He can just say, he could tweet today, I'm dropping a new album tomorrow, and everyone will flock to it immediately. Like, he doesn't need a whole campaign. Whereas with After Hours, there was like several years between albums, and it was this whole new wave for him. So I think that's why it probably felt like it was a lot bigger of a moment. But either way, I mean, it doesn't even matter, bro. Weeknd,
Yeah.
he did it for the fans. Like, he doesn't care about the radio plays. He doesn't care about the Grammys, clearly. He doesn't care about accolades. He wants to make good music for us and a great experience. I mean, that's what he's doing right now. He's with the After Hours Till Dawn tour, with the Idol, with the Horror Nights. So I think I get what you're saying, that it doesn't feel like Dawn FM is this global phenomenon that's the same level of After Hours. But that's just because it doesn't need to be. It's still a great album. It's just circumstance, you know. The context of the album is what in my opinion, why I wouldn't say it even fell flat. It's just why it didn't get the same After Hours treatment.
Yeah. Like you see all the memes about Gunna outsold Dawn FM, all that stuff.
Good for Gunna.
So I know. Yeah, good for him, man.
Good for Gunna.
He got one.
Drip or drown.
Got one right before, you know,
The
Rico
push and
case,
pee.
like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
so it's good to kind of, who knows how that'll end up. So if this is it, cool to go out on a
Sure.
bang. Piggybacking off of that, jolly hopping off of that. I think that Dawn FM, the Weeknd's all about the fans. Also, he's all about the art, and I think the timing of it needed to be that Dawn FM comes out right after Hours. You know, if you think about where After Hours ended, it's like this character died. People were speculating maybe this was his last album, so maybe he just wanted to be like, no, like, this is the plan here. This is a trilogy. Like, when you think about the grand scope of it, that's why I feel like I was actually thinking about this recently. I don't think we're getting Afterlife for a while.
No, it's gonna be a while.
Because he even says it himself. Like, we're gonna be in Dawn FM for a while. Enjoy, your time here. Like, so I really feel like it's gonna be maybe a solid 3 years just to let us sit with the music.
Yeah.
And I think
tour.
I think one reason. Yeah, like I'm looking at and tour. That's another big thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Weeknd, and I've been kind of seeing that maybe the views or like kind of the passion isn't as there for whatever reason, just because maybe there are more people to stan. There's just like a lot of conflicting stuff that there's just so much content now. But also it's like, oh damn, I forgot the point. But basically, I think Dawn FM kind of maybe flopped because he is, to people's perspective, because he has been putting out so much music. He dropped After Hours right before, and I want to look back on the After Hours era in a little bit. Remind me to chat to talk about that, because I love that era. But when you don't run on the industry's time, like usually people, when was the last big album you saw drop on January?
Yeah, like
January
top of the year.
6th,
Yeah,
like the first week of the year.
January 6th.
Like,
I think something else was going on that day. A little insurrection of our government, Why'd you pick that specific date?
Did I get those days mixed up? How did I? No. How did I? There's no way. No. That January 6th. Look it up on Spotify. I am not going.
What
crazy.
do you mean? What happened? What are you referring to?
I was talking about the Dawn FM drop.
Did it drop? It didn't drop January 6th. Did it? No.
Someone check me out. Someone fact check me. Curry, you're the moderator. I trust you.
That was like February.
Go look it up. I remember because it was New Year's Eve. Texting you and being like, "Holy shit, bro! Like, the album's dropping." Like,
true.
It was the 7th. Okay, so a day off. A day
after the insurrection. No, that happened a year before.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Damn, we really lived through that. That's crazy.
Right.
But yeah, and I wanted to look back on that After Hours era, because that was crazy, man. Like,
yeah.
I remember what you mentioned before with just like how perfect the timing was. I remember you and I texting about that album title announcement, right. And I was on campus at school at the time. Like, like it was still that weird transitional moment where we weren't sure if we were going to be in person again. And then all of a sudden, maybe
it was like height of
the
quarantine.
week right after.
Yeah.
And maybe that same exact month was when it was like, oh shit, like everything's locked down. Like,
It was,
we're going
yeah.
into martial law. Like,
No,
like
for real.
it was insane that
Yeah.
era of time. So having After Hours drop, like I remember the SNL performance being one of the
Right.
first COVID deals. Like
That
Daniel
too.
Craig,
That
Da-
too, man. Like the way
yeah,
COVID affected that album too, where it's like,
dude,
well, first of all, we're all locked in, so all we're doing is listening to After Hours like all day, and then you have his performances and like the Super Bowl and like how COVID affected all of it. So there was just so many factors that like there was just so many firsts and groundbreaking aspects to how he was dealing with
mm,
this album and how he performed it live that like it just made it like a spectacle the whole year. And I mean, he rode that album for like 2 years, 2.5 years,
Super Bowl,
of
yeah,
just of just After Hours. So I think that's why I just felt like that. And well, so what's his name? Pranav says, but does that mean that Afterlife is going to get the same rollout? After Hours had one of the best rollouts of all time. The aesthetics, the
mm,
vibes. Yes, true. I mean, obviously, we have no idea what After Hours rollout. I mean, Afterlife rollout is going to be, but you know, it. I would like it to have time. Like, I'm not. I'm totally fine if we don't see that album for another 3 years, because I want it to have that moment, and
yeah,
I think the Weeknd really needs to switch it up for that album,
mm,
like entirely.
hmm. Um, so we're kind of led to believe that because we said this about Dawn FM too. We're kind of led to believe that it's gonna be the brightest out of all the albums. Fair to
Mm-hmm.
not assume, but to speculate that it could be the brightest album we could be getting. Like what? I'm curious what that is because we're all expecting kind of along that synth wave
Mm-hmm.
80s tone, but I guess I'm just curious like what is he going to add to it because After Hours was kind of that sound but the darkest version
Yeah.
of that, like the darkest like most morbid version, not morbid, that's Dawn FM. Dawn FM
Yeah,
is
that's pretty
like
morbid.
very very morbid, but it's like apocalyptic disco thing like man. So I'm just curious like what like I'm maybe like more live instrumentation, maybe like a little more
I
stripped back.
I hope he
I don't
starts.
know.
Um, I hope he looks back and starts to pay homage to his early shit. You know,
Mm,
trilogy, Kissland, what he was doing there. Even Beauty Behind the Madness.
my
Um,
beautiful dark
my
twisted
beautiful
majesty.
behind my beautiful dark twisted madness.
Yeah.
um, I really think that when I meant like the Weeknd needs to switch it up, I mean like song structure wise. Like if you think about these past two albums, his song structure has remained fairly consistent since Starboy, where it's like uh you have the ballads and then you have kind of the singy rappy type thing, and it's kind of I just feel like I would like to see him completely reinvent how he starts the process of making a song, where it's and what
Mhm.
he's singing about. I think Don FM was a really great refresher because it was more spiritual, it was more kind of self-analytical, it was very very vulnerable
Mhm.
to a different
Yeah.
extent, not vulnerable in terms of like oh like
Like,
hypersexualized.
do you like the way I flick my
Do
tongue
you like the
or not?
or not?
Or not?
Maybe not like that, but like I think he needs to just it just needs to be completely left field, like maybe even a genre jump, like or something. But I would like to see Afterlife be almost this uh journey through the Weekend, because in my
Yeah.
mind that's the end. Like that's it. At least with music being released by Abel, aka The Weekend. Oh, how
Yeah.
crazy! The Weekend, FKA. Wait, no, Abel, FKA The Weekend. Like
He's tweeted about that.
Shelly,
He
FKA Dram.
yeah, Ye, formerly
Yay,
known as Kanye.
yeah,
Like, and the idea that this would be the first time I feel like an artist legitimately set that up,
right.
like like legitimately had the plan
from the beginning.
not just from the oh my god, you could go all the way
Yeah.
back to trilogy and say like that is the birth of this character, the
Right.
Weeknd. Beauty Behind Madness is like his like coming of age,
Mhm.
and then go into Starboy, fucking
His
My Dear
jump
Melancholy.
into yeah.
The After Hours trilogy. That being the culmination of it is just
Mhm.
such a insane concept to me. I almost don't want to say it because I worry that it's gonna mess with my expectations, but it's like he set it up that way. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about it in the again, How Do I Make You Love Me, the Hidden dropping breakdown dropping tomorrow. So we kind of go into that, like what the different hints he's been dropping about
Yeah.
like what is the end of the weekend look like. So I'm excited for you guys to check that out. But yeah, I think along that same note with the whole like song structure and topics, I think that's why for me personally, why Dawn FM works
Yeah.
is that it hooks you with this idea. Like the topics are so different. Like it's about
Mhm.
afterlife, it's about death, it's about sacrifice, like being a sacrificial, like he's not the leader of the cult now, it seems like he's part of it, like he's almost
The cult is taking him under, like he's being
he's the victim.
He's the
This is the
victim of
first
the cult.
time. How do I make you love me? He's as vulnerable and like helpless, and so the topics and the songwriting is so different, and then it kind of shifts back into like on Here We Go Again to what we know about the
Mhm.
Weeknd is relationships, women, how he deals with that, how that trauma has affected him, and it's kind of like, but then that's where it kind of it goes on that great run that you mentioned before,
Yeah.
musically, Best Friends is with someone else, so that's what kind of keeps you hooked. And then for me, the video obviously the album hits its peak when Less Than Zero comes on,
Yeah.
and that's just kind of like everything. It's like
Yeah.
life, all encompassing, looking back at all his relationships, but also maybe looking right at the Bella Hadid relationship that you mentioned in the Dawn FM Explained. Like, so I think he kind of hit us with that a little bit with Dawn FM in terms of like having that different subject matter.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was a tweet where it was like the Weeknd 5 years ago. It was just like, oh, can I smash or nah? And now it's like all encompassing life, like the spirit, the meaning of life. Like he's gone there.
From
So
can I
I'm-
do you
I
like
would-
the way I flick my tongue to we are just a speck in this universe, like
Yeah. Like we have to, if there's that one line where he's like, to be heaven, you have to find heaven, you have to be heaven or something like that. And that's just like a line you would not expect in a Weeknd song, like
Right.
that kind of power,
Right.
potency, like it's just insane. So I would love to see just a whole album dedicated to like, okay guys, this is a character, where he's at, he's dead,
Right. Right.
figuring out his afterlife, like where he wants to go. Like let's just have the album be a play. I think would be cool. Like
Yeah.
like the full on experience.
Funny you say that, because I was gonna say I hope he kind of pulls similar to what Kendrick just did, and I know this could be a really polarizing thing because some people didn't like what Kendrick did on Mr. Morale, but just the whole idea of being so transparent, from the song structure to the instrumentals to the vocal enhancers that you put on your voice, all of it was stripped back because it was just raw emotion. I hope that the Weeknd kind of goes down a similar lane, because it would just be so interesting, because like Dawn FM and like After Hours, there's a lot happening in each song, in each track, especially with like the synths and then the crazy vocal inflections on like Gasoline and stuff like that, and like there's a lot happening to fit the aesthetic and the story of the album. But with Afterlife, I would love to see him strip all of that away, and he just left it with himself, and then he starts from there, rather than starting from, oh, I'm gonna have this kind of Joker, psycho-esque character go through this like cinematic journey, and then I have this dystopian discotheque DJ version of myself, and like there's all these spectacles about it. But I think what would be so satisfying is see him strip all the way back to just Abel, you know, and then just like start from there, and be fully transparent. You know, leave out the crazy vocal whatever, you know, production, like, you know, like there's parts where like the synths take over his voice on After Hours, you know, especially on the title track or on Alone Again, like it's so like swirly and stuff like that. You know, I think that could be really cool and like would make sense because we always talk about, you'll see, we'll talk about it in the how do I make you love me music video review or analysis when it drops tomorrow. But we talk about how he strips back and like he goes back to his old version of himself or just the purest form of Abel or The Weeknd, and like I don't know, it could be cool if I was in his mind. I feel like that's where my mind would go, and I think that would make the most interesting album ever and probably the best. And I feel like it'd be only a proper way, the only proper way to end like the trilogy and the moniker of The Weeknd, you know.
I don't know if I'm just making something out of nothing, but you know, listen to Lesson Zero, and it's kind of the most live instrument type song that he's maybe done. You know, like it's not as, you know, like obviously there are synths, but they feel more like it's a keyboard, that running keyboard that is just absolutely incredible. It feels like it's a very like primed for live performance. So I wonder if he will, you know, kind of go along that same lines of like, this is what I sound like stripped back with a band.
Yeah.
Again, kind of going along that same line that we've had about him doing a Tiny Desk set. Would be just
that would be crazy. Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's saving that appearance for is that Afterlife song. And let me unveil to you the new artist formerly known as The Weeknd, like whatever his deal is, will be like, damn man, like the scale
you never know
this could get to. Like this is some ghost shit. Like if he caps off his career and ends up becoming Abel, like this channel's gonna be thriving. We're gonna be the 10 things you missed about the 10 hints you missed.
10 things you missed about the last 10 years of The Weeknd's career. Peace out, Kenya. Thanks for coming through.
Fun date.
Yeah, man. But yeah, lots of lots of speculation, but we'll see. You know.
Yeah, great questions by who was that? Pranav. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I want Afterlife to be a world event with the excellent songs leading to the culmination of the character of The Weeknd with really cinematic songs. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention. Take Me Back to LA. Would that not fit perfectly with Afterlife in terms of like maybe the conflict is like maybe he wants to go back to that lifestyle. LA representing this is like a fan fiction again. But I think that would just be thematically it fits too perfectly that I don't know. I just need to see Take Me Back to LA. Hold Your Heart, I think, is another cool one. So we'll see. This ended up being a pretty meaty weekly Weekend update. I was not expecting.
We made it that.
I know. Yeah, great. Thank you. Man, I love our chat, our community.
Yes.
So super dope. Is there? I don't think there's anything else for the go again. We'll plug our idol video. If you guys
check
missed
it out,
it's about to get in the chat right there. Go ahead. Let us know what you think. Give us a like. If you're here right now, give us a like on the stream. Why not? It helps the algorithm. I've been really trying to like
give us a
game work.
Yeah, man. And give us a little super chat if you will. Obviously, you see we have our leaderboard. D-Mine has been on the top for way too long, in my opinion.
A little bit too long.
So if you want to give me a little birthday present or something, if you want us to do something stupid on stream, send in a super chat and we'll do it because
if you guys if you guys have a question you want to ask, if you guys want to just help us fund the show, because we're planning on getting some expenses paid with the thing. We're gonna get some new gear, which is gonna be fun for that Halloween Horror Nights video. So everything helps. Anything helps, even $1. Like everything's great. So thank you so much in advance. And with that said, I think we're gonna go ahead and transition out of this weekly weekend update an hour in and finally talk about the thumbnail of this video.
I mean, there's really not
Um,
too much to say anyway, but
True. That is true. So the Kendrick Lamar apparently has already started working on his next album. I think his main producer, Soundwave, worked with him with damn near every album, like even the
hmm
Black Panther album.
Yeah.
Said that they went right into it, man. Like they're going straight into the next album. So,
Okay.
what do you think about it?
Cool. Glad
There
it's
you go,
working.
guys.
Official statement by Our Thoughts
Yeah,
podcast.
cool. There you go. He made a cool IG story that I do want to mention. It was kind of like, I don't know if you saw it. It was like a manifesto, basically, of kind of like what he loves about music and his process. And he mentioned something cool line that he said, "I'm forever an underground artist." I think really stuck out to me considering the album he dropped. Like he had the kind of the every single eye of the world, like, okay, like Kendrick Lamar, we know he's this great artist. Even if you're not a fan, you're like,
Yeah.
he's kind of reached that. Another artist we're going to talk about later, Beyonce,
Mhm.
Drake, The Weeknd, those
Right.
artists to where everyone listens regardless of if you like that
It's a
artist.
moment. Yeah.
It's a moment. It's a cultural kind of reset. And
Yes.
Mr. Morale was definitely that, to say the least. It's, again, like you said, one of the most vulnerable albums I think we've ever gotten, almost like uncomfortably
Yeah.
to a certain point.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of him being like his almost like life's mission is like, I'm gonna be the biggest underground artist of all time, because that's kind of how he's operated, like so uncompromising.
Right.
Mr. Morale is an incredible record. So yeah, man. Yeah, any thoughts on that? We can go into some other news. but-
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm glad to hear that he's back in the studio. I hope that this kind of sparked this new wave of inspiration for him, because I know that with the 2 years of the 5-year hiatus between Damn and Mr. Morale, he had writer's block completely, and just probably did most of his like personal work. His healing journey was during that time before he even stepped back into the studio. So I'm glad to hear that my man's is back. Probably his head is held high. He's mentally stable. He's knowing what he's doing, and hopefully he's sparking up a bunch of great ideas in the studio. But I'm glad, man. I'm glad he's working on another one. Mr. Morale felt like a release. Honestly, it felt like not an album. It felt like a cathartic experience. Like he needed to release that album. No matter if we wanted it or if it was what we expected, that album needed to come out before he can move on. Is how it felt, which is dope to see. And honestly, very generous of him to include us in on a lot of these thoughts and listen in on such vulnerable and often like compromising ideas and remarks about himself and his flaws and stuff like that. So really cool that we even got to witness that. But I think this next album is going to be the clean slate. I think Mr. Morale reset everything, and now Kendrick's like, in my mind, his eyes are clear. His mind is he's in laser focused. Like he's back to where he needs to be, and he's ready to make some dope shit. And so I feel like Mr. Morale was the detour he needed, was the excuse, to go to therapy that he needed, and now he's doing his thing. I mean, I relate to that on a minute degree. I feel like I same thing with kind of my thesis film that I'm doing. It felt like I had to cross that threshold to even start doing anything else. So I think we're gonna get just even greater stuff later. I mean, he's just only getting better as a person and as a rapper. So I wish him the best. I hope that we get a banger album again. Mr. Morale was cool. Not my favorite Kendrick album. If anything, I had this realization actually. So I'm like fully on a tangent right now.
I love it.
But I had this realization yesterday or day before, where I was like, in my head, I have these conversations with no one, I guess, but it's like
I'm the same way,
like I answer questions as if someone asked me it, but I just haven't. My mind works really weird, bro. Like I will have a really thought out educational answer to a question no one has asked me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that makes
My-
sense, but like,
the struggle of this stream and podcast is me trying to find out ways to bring those up.
yeah,
Like organically, because I don't want
Yeah.
to just be like, something I've been thinking. Well, I guess I could, but like
we could honestly, it would
could,
make it easier.
honestly.
because that's what I'm
we should
doing
have a
right now.
segment, Yeah, we should have a segment where it's like, okay, just what have you been thinking about? I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you think
No, that's great. What's on your
freaking
mind?
podcast called Our Thoughts Podcast would be okay with saying what's on their mind, but I guess
We should, dude.
doing that
We
now.
should have a segment. Random thoughts.
Random thoughts.
shower thoughts
Yeah.
or something. I don't know, but
Shower
yeah.
thoughts hit different.
Shower
Sorry,
thoughts.
you were saying.
Yeah.
So we're locking that in. That's gonna be a recurring segment. But yeah,
I like that.
What have you been thinking about with Kendrick?
Okay, so I like to see that in the chat that people think the same way I do. I'm not crazy, but yeah. So
Yeah.
I had this conversation in my head. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. Where I was like, Mr. Morale came out, and then I was like, why does this album make me like his older shit even better? Is it because I don't like it? Is it because I'm a trilogy truther, or I'm a I don't know, damn truther? I don't know. Like I'm just like, I like the
truther.
damn truther. Am I just I want like the the old Kanye, I want the old Kendrick. I don't think that's it, because I really do like this album and what it stood for. But what's cool, the real reason why I'm looking at all of his past albums so differently is because of Mr. Morale, and because of how much I learned about Kendrick. Like the veil of anonymity and of the persona of being a gangster, being a rapper, has been completely lifted to where we're seeing straight through him. And now I'm like, okay, I see everything. And now that I'm like, okay, so I understand what he was talking about in Damn. I understand why he did To Pimp a Butterfly. I understand what he was doing in Mad City. And so it made me appreciate his older stuff even more, even though the album that made me do that isn't my favorite. But it's just like, I don't know, just weird realization where I was like, damn, that's so crazy that I'm going back and I'm realizing like of course I knew that these were amazing albums, but I'm appreciating them even more because I'm looking at them in a different light, because I know so much about Kendrick from Mr. Morale.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love that because like, for example, one of the biggest examples of that is the I forget which song he mentions it, but he talks about that during the Good Kid, Mad City days, he was cheating on his wife. And that's something that, if obviously there are people that don't know that he even had a fiance or a girlfriend, but
Yeah.
that's the point. Like, the only thing we knew about Kendrick and his fiance was that we didn't know him, that they kept
Right.
their relationship at the spotlight. So the idea that the first real like substantial thing we get to hear is that he was unfaithful, and the way
Yeah.
she phrases it too, as, do you have an addiction? Like, she doesn't, like, she loves him so much that she's willing to work through it, and that kind
Right.
of goes into Father Time, the
Right.
idea that that men should, that one line where he ended off like, let's give these women a break, like, let's,
Yeah.
they have to put up with so much
That line
stuff
stuck with me
to-
really hard. Yeah.
Man, yeah, like, they, for some reason, the girlfriend always feels like they have to change or heal, and
The whole I can fix
compromise.
him, idea.
that dynamic. Yeah, that whole dynamic is a thing, and to have it explained like that, to where she's willing to look straight past that and say, okay, you need to go to therapy for this, like, because
Right.
it's beyond like, we're breaking up. Like, there's just so much
You have
invested in that relationship.
generational trauma that you need to figure out. Yeah.
Yeah, and she realizes that it's not. Yeah, it's from the trauma that he kind of grew up with. So I don't know. I love that we almost get like, when we go to Good Kid, Mad City now, we listen. We're like, oh shoot, like, he was going through some real stuff. Like, he wasn't this, he's not your savior. He's not this prophet figure that
Right.
we made him out to be. He's not perfect. So yeah, I definitely agree. I've had those same exact thoughts, and for that reason, this will definitely be a recurring segment.
Random
Because I
thoughts.
feel like a lot of our thoughts are going to be like, maybe not exactly the same, but parallel. Like, oh yeah, I totally agree. So, yeah, Mr. Morale, just one of the most interesting albums, similar to Dawn FM, where I'm so happy that they have an album like this, like an album that's, kind of a deep cut, that you can look back on and be like if someone mentions this as an album they like or an album they really listen to, it's like, okay, like they really know Kendrick Lamar. They really like, the Weeknd's artistry and all that stuff.
Right.
So, Coco Melon is absolutely one of those artists.
Yes, he is him.
I'm telling you.
Damn. After that comment, Christian Wright is out to go hit the gym.
Yeah. Damn.
What a legend.
He's literally about to hit, he's on the bench right now.
He's like, oh, by the way, Coco Melon, once in a generation type of talent, tier 1. Anyway.
Let us know what do you guys listen to at the gym? I'm curious. What do you listen to at the gym?
Don FM and Yeezus.
Don FM.
Yeezus goes crazy at the gym, bro. When I'm on the treadmill, I'm like, I am a god. Park the Porsche in the damn garage.
Oh my god. I'm thinking Black Skinhead is just like,
yeah.
Like I actually haven't listened to Yeezus in a while. I've listened to like Bound 2, but like everyone listens to that song.
Yeah.
Kitchen Boy, I listened to the Our Thoughts podcast. All right, ready? Get one more set.
Are you at the gym right now? More. Come on, bro. Push it.
You got this. Come on, you got push one more. Lift like the Weeknd's right here.
Right. That's cool.
What do you so you're a treadmill guy. You're not a elliptical?
Or elliptical. But there's
person?
there's a proper way to use the elliptical though. People like, you don't just, you gotta run and incline, and it's better than the treadmill. But that's when I had a gym membership. Now I just like, I go to the park. My park has one of those like adult playground / outdoor like gym things. It's actually pretty dope. Like there's like, I thought it was a regular like kids playground because it's all the way across the park, and I finally walked over there like 2 days ago, and I was like, whoa, like you can do like, it's cool because the machines are like all body weight, so like you'll sit on this thing and you push and you just kind of like lift yourself up, and then like I did one where I had Maya sit on it and I pulled it so that I was just lifting, in a different way, and like so it's cool. Free gym over there, man. I don't need the 24.
Man, I remember I used to have one of those when I lived in Walnut Creek. I remember that we used to have a park like that. Damn, that's dope. I love parks like that. I think I've only gone to like 1 or 2 of those. I think I'm a Stairmaster guy. I try to do a little bit of Stairmaster because
that's hard.
Those things
that's hard.
We were mentioning that, potentially when I head over there, definitely we're gonna be going on some hikes, and a part of me is like, I'm climbing these steps. I'm like, all right, I gotta this is preparation for this hike, man. Like I don't know how hot it's gonna be. I don't know how
the hike is chill. The hike is chill. It's actually it's a beautiful hike. It's really a nature walk, if I'm being honest.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah,
I need that.
It's nice. It's really not that bad. I was gonna take you on a different hike, but I just know, oh my god, it was gonna be fucked up because there's no shade. It's going uphill the whole time, but
oh my god,
but it ends and you are behind the Hollywood sign, which I thought you could never get to. But the Freddie Gibbs album, Bandana.
Yada?
No, what is it? The one with the Pusha T song Olive Oil or something like that.
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the album cover where you're looking behind the Hollywood sign. It's
let me look it up, but
it's that exact view. And that's literally
it is.
That's literally like 10 minutes from my house.
It's Bandana. Yeah.
Bandana.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, look, man.
If you
the
want,
Hollywood sign is dope.
It's gonna be hot as fuck, but it's a cool one, man. I mean, not cool temperature wise, but it's a cool hike. But you get a great view. Hike. Yeah. No, we'll go around. There's some awesome hikes.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll see how we're feeling on the day of it. You know, we'll see. Maybe it's not as hot as we think it'll be, but I don't even know what we're even talking about. I think just Kendrick, right? That's like I remember. I
Oh,
think
we
the
were.
root of this whole discussion, like
Yeah,
random
sure.
thoughts. Um, but yeah, I don't even know where to go from here. Let's talk about the Beyonce album.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's talk about Beyonce. Let's talk about Beyonce. Okay.
So Beyonce dropped an album, Renaissance Act One of a, I think she straight up mentioned
Another trilogy.
three acts. Yeah, another trilogy, and it's like the leaks I've heard is that it's Act One is a dance album as we've gotten.
Fire.
Act Two is gonna be R&B,
Okay.
and Act Three is gonna be country, and that kind of
Hmm.
tracks with
Hmm.
I remember way back when, like maybe 2018, 19, they had rumors of Beyonce maybe working on a country album. So that, that tracks. But
Okay.
but so we're
Hmm.
here at, the after hours equivalent of this trilogy. What do you think about this album, man? Where do you want to start?
Um, it's a banger. Great.
Mhm.
I really am. I'm gonna go out here and put myself on a limb against the Bayhive, but I really am not the biggest Beyonce fan. Of course, I love her older singles, "Love on Top," "Single Ladies." I don't know, like the fucking
Yeah.
the
Love on
the
Top. Did you say Love on Top?
yeah, "Love on Top." That's my favorite
That's the
Beyonce
first one.
song. But
Yeah.
she has some great stuff. You know, I mean, Lemonade was cool. And there
Mhm.
was I didn't even listen to the Black album, or Black is something. It was like the Lion King one. But
Mhm.
it just didn't really interest me. And then there's the Carter one. The Carter was cool, but this one, Renaissance, was really, 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 really fun. Super cool to listen to. It just like is all good vibes, It's just all like loving
Yeah.
yourself. She talks some mad shit about Jay-Z though. Like
I didn't.
I don't know if
Do
it
you remember a line
yeah,
or
it
two?
was
I forget what the.
one of the lines was like, she says it twice. She's like, it must be your money because it's not your face. It must be your money because it's not your face. And I'm like, damn. She had to say
That's
it twice
Man,
to drive it home.
Beyonce. Look, I'm gonna say this right now. I'll let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
Beyonce had one of the
But-
greatest albums.
Bro, it's about a Taylor
That just
Swift
worked out too
Kanye
perfectly.
me. Yeah.
Bruh, the songwriting on this album is so, like, you can tell that Beyonce is like so in tune with the culture, like as is. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost to the point where it's almost like it could be cringy just because you never expect an artist to be that, like just so in tune with what people want to hear now.
Mm.
Like we want to hear kind of positive, feel good, empowerment anthems.
Empowerment, yeah.
We also want to hear like some spicy stuff. We also want to hear. She has that one line that's really like that has been already been used as reaction kind of comment pictures where it was like, what is it? Monday I'm overrated, Tuesday you're on my dick, flip flop, like basically saying like y'all say I'm
Yeah.
trash, y'all say I'm not who I am, who I people want me to be, and then
And then I'm
the
the
next day
greatest
you're
of all
like, yo, I
time.
got bangers,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm right up there with Michael, like all that
Yeah.
stuff. So it's just
It's great.
say what you want about this album, it's a dance album, so maybe that doesn't rock with you.
A dance
But you
album
cannot-
done right, if I will say. If I'm
Done right, and you cannot deny that this is just like music at the highest quality. Like this is greatness doing what greatness does, like, regardless of like, yeah, the album you're alluding to, honestly never mind, was an attempt at this, but it was so half-assed and half-hearted that you're almost like a part of me
It was like he used
appreciates it.
yeah.
A part of me appreciates it, but then a part of me is like, why are you not gonna do it, like go all the way with it? Like if
Exactly.
you're gonna do it, like go all in, get the best producers, get samples like crazy. Like I'm not saying that it
and
needs
say something with it, like
and say-
yeah. That's the thing. Is like Drake used the dance genre as a crutch to just get away with doing the absolute bare minimum. And I think that's why CLB was so bad, because he didn't have a crutch, and it just was mid, below mid. Whereas with
Yeah.
Honestly Nevermind, I mean, yeah, I mean, Sticky's a great song, you know, and there's other like fun club bangers where the instrumental is carrying, and Drake is just saying like, I know that you know that I know that we know, you know, like it's the same shit over and over. Whereas Beyonce used it as like, oh my god, house is so fun. House culture is all about loving yourself and all about positivity and community, that I'm just gonna embrace that and just make a fun, self-loving album that you can bump in the club and blast, and it'll keep your tempo up and make you feel good about yourself. Like, she had an agenda with it, and I think she nailed it, and it's just great, you know. Some people have said, oh, her lines are conceited, or she's saying, oh, you know, she's so narcissistic because she's like, oh, I love myself, I'm comfortable in my skin, you know, like the song Cozy, and it's all about her being comfortable in her skin, where I'm like,
The song
thick, all about being thick. We need more of that, you know. I'm saying, like, no, you say it's narcissistic, it's conceited, but it's just positive in my eyes. So no, great album, amazing production, freaking bangers across the board. Even that Sid feature was super cool. I did not expect to see Sid on here, and so that was really dope for her to be on a freaking Beyonce record. No, man, Beyonce's back on my radar, and I'm really excited to see what the next installments of this trilogy is. Really, really unsure about the country album. I don't know if she's getting into her Republican bag or something, or like her MAGA flow, her Roll Tide era, you know, her conservative,
the good old boys.
Yeah. You know,
there's good people on both sides.
Her Proud Boy era.
The Proud Bees. The Proud Beehive.
Yeah, her insurrection moment, you know, if you will. It's gonna come out on January 6, 2023.
That's the album I was thinking of. My bad. It wasn't Dawn FM. It was it was Beyonce's album. Drop.
It's just gonna be a Confederate flag. I don't know. Like, not to talk shit about country, but you know.
Shout out to our right wing demographic. We don't agree with your values, but we appreciate your business.
Oh my god! Shout out, across the aisle.
Yes, yeah. I don't know why. Go ahead and clip that. Whoever edits those clips, clip that. Yeah, I mean, so with this Beyonce album, I'm trying to think. Is there anything? Yeah, I mean, just going into, I guess we can say like what our standouts were. Virgo's Groove is just so fulfilling to my ears. Like it just hits my brain the right way. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Plastic Off the Sofa,
banger,
is that like love on top vibe that I really love from Beyonce. A little slower.
The Alien Superstar, banger. Ooh, honestly,
good one.
The first track, the I'm That Girl, crazy track. Like the instrumental and the structure of that song. I was like, where is this going? Very similar to the same vibe as United in Grief by Kendrick. I love big artists starting off with these crazy ensemble, like off the wall instrumentals to like start your album. It was just really cool. The energy, it like, I was already like, oh shit, like, all right, I'm in, you know? Yeah. So that was really cool.
Yeah. Speaking of Drake, a song that Drake did the reference track of, I guess helped write, Heated. Did you see like the reference track that was going around Twitter that Drake was legitimate like singing the songs? They even kind of did a little mashup. It's like, oh, this is what if Beyonce and Drake did the song together.
Oh no.
Really cool. Makes me think like just what was Honestly Nevermind, like just
what was that for?
I hate to go back to it, like what was the point of it? If you're making this great music and you're helping make this great music, why did you not go back to your album and go, you know what, maybe I should set this up a little bit? So yeah, I hate to keep bring that album up just because they're two dance albums, but it's just kind of like, this is how you do it right, this is how you not, you know, like you said, that aspect of that album was all Honestly Nevermind had to offer, was the dance aspect, didn't give anything else. I love what you mentioned about, you know, her taking that opportunity to really, I if we want to have that conversation, Drake's kind of it kind of contrasted Drake's like culture vulture, that accusation that people have had towards him, that he just kind of jumps around to whatever the
Yeah.
trend is.
Yeah.
And obviously, he can sound good on all of those trends, but he doesn't really like do anything on it. It's just Drake doing that
Yeah.
version of that sound. Beyonce really studied the genre, took it back to, the root of it, which is feeling good, loving yourself, and like played off it, made her version of that. So I just
great album.
incredible album. I was in that train of whenever I'd mentioned Beyonce, it's like, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. I love her music. I just how we started this review. But now I'm like, no, I like Beyonce, and the way she moves too as an artist, I love it. Like, did you hear about that beef she was having with another artist?
With who?
Regarding I think her name's Khalees. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Khalees.
But basically,
I don't know if
she claimed she was kind of making a couple posts on Instagram, kind of making her presence known, calling out Beyonce for going behind her back to sample her song Milkshake.
Oh yes, wait, I did. Yeah, I did see that. Yes. Okay, so she like sampled her track without clearing it with her or something.
No, that's the thing, is that apparently it went through the proper channels. She just didn't know about it. She found out. Apparently, like the big thing was she found out about the sample along with everyone else. So maybe it's just that Beyonce never reached out to her directly.
Yeah, why did
maybe
her team not tell her that? That's weird.
Yeah, exactly. Like if your estate clears a Beyonce sample, I would hope that if they get your sample cleared for Beyonce's song, I would.
Someone got to tell me that Beyonce wants to use my song. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the royalties I'm about to get off that, like insane.
See,
so
that's why
more of the team, I guess.
That's why labels and music industry is so fucking sleazy, because that shit will happen.
Yeah, but and anyways, to end that story, it all ends with Beyonce just taking out the sample, which is I think just a baller move. Like, it's just be like, okay, all this fuss and all this hustle,
I didn't need
and bustle,
anyway.
like, just let me just take it out then.
That's
like,
crazy.
Sure. So I love the way I've grown to appreciate, the way Beyonce, just the way she moves as an artist, I think is just,
it's very interesting,
very poised, very.
Yeah. I think Beyonce is great because I look to her and I see just like a level of confidence, and I understand why like so many of her fans like love her so much, is because she gives them that confidence, and especially with everything she's like in the like the first few tracks, like there's this one line where she's like, category sexy, and I'm like, yes. Like, it just makes sense, like she just knows how to hype you up because she's hyping up herself, and it's, I don't know, it just all works on so many levels. So like this album, it kept my attention for the longest, had me rocking through the whole thing, and Beyonce really struck big with this, because I feel like I'm not saying that Beyonce never left the limelight, but she offered us something different, which is really cool, which is something that I hadn't gotten from Beyonce in a long time. I'd say Lemonade is the most different thing that she's done since then. That was 2016. So
damn, yeah. Fire. Yeah, man, she showed her ass with this one. I've just always wanted to say that phrase. So
okay.
And also, if we're having the conversation, I would like to say, out of all the artists, those GOAT tier artists, and I'm not gonna include The Weeknd, because he kind of got put on 2011 and then reached stardom 2015ish. I'm talking about like Kanye, Drake,
been in it for a while.
Who
Jay-Z,
basically like late 09s, late 2000s.
Yeah.
All those comeback albums. I think this one's up there, man. I think this might be like right up there with, because I think the argument would be maybe Mr. Morale, because Donda 2 is messy. Donda is great, but pretty messy as well. Kendrick, Mr. Morale, like we mentioned, it's so personal that it's almost
It's not
it's
really an
very
album.
polarizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very polarizing. It's almost like a burden that he wanted to share with us and be like, oh yeah, I relate to that.
Hmm.
Whereas this was like an album, like a musical experience,
Yeah.
and also had something to say. Top quality production. I think it just hits all those marks, checks all those boxes.
Hmm.
Um, if it, it feels like this is such a weird comparison, like Top Gun Maverick. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that,
I
where
haven't
it's just
yet.
like a goat coming back and doing what you want that goat to do.
Okay.
So
Got you. This is the Top Gun Maverick of Beyonce albums.
this is the Top Gun Maverick of music as a whole, just like the
As a
impact.
whole.
Wait, quick question on that
Okay.
same note with movies. Did you get a chance to watch Nope yet?
No. Nope. I haven't, bro. I've been lacking. I've been lacking on the movie watching, cause I've been watching more TV shows, if I'm being honest. Um,
Which shows have you been checking out?
just finished latest season of Barry yesterday. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Great.
one of the best shows, bro. Like one of the oh my god, the writing is so insanely good. Like
About to check that out.
I'm just like, how do they do, like, they set things up in such a way and then they come back to it, and like it's
Ooh.
so good. It's just so good. Like bro, it deserves every year it gets nominated for like 20 Emmys, and like this year it got like 17 Emmys and whatever, and so it deserves all of that.
Man, good for Bill Hader.
Yeah, he's so good in it. The performances are great. But yeah, no. Been watching Barry. Been watching Nathan Fielder's new show. Y'all know who Nathan Fielder is, right?
Ooh,
You know,
I
you know
am
Nathan
familiar.
for You. Y'all know who this guy is.
Yeah.
He's the awkward
Okay.
white dude from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Okay.
he had that show where he goes in and like helps businesses like get more business in these really stupid, extremely convoluted, complicated, dumb plans, and for some reason his network just throws millions of dollars at him to do these stupid ass stunts on camera and with real people, and they just go along with it. Anyway, he has this new show called The Rehearsal, where he'll go to people who need to have really important, life-changing, life-altering conversations with people in their lives. And what he'll do is he will rehearse those conversations with you. Like literally, he's gonna be like, there was one where this guy needed it's the funny thing is the conversations they have really aren't that big of a deal. Like it's normal people, and this guy needed to admit to his friend that he actually doesn't have a master's degree, but he was afraid that it was gonna be the worst blowout of his life. And so he's like, I'm gonna take her to her favorite bar and I'm gonna tell her there. So Nathan will recreate the bar in a soundstage. He'll build it to the T. Like he went to the real bar and saw there was like a dead floating like balloon in the corner. He will get that. He will put that in the recreated, like every detail. And then they'll even hire an actor to go interview the guy's friend to see how she acts, so that the actor can act the same exact way. And I'm like, oh my god. And he like maps out every possible way the conversation could go, and like it's just stupid. Yeah, you kind of have
That
to
is-
watch it. You're like,
That is incredible.
incredible.
Wait, where can I watch this?
Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah. Look up The Rehearsal. It's airing currently, so it's a new episode every Friday.
Damn.
But no, man, it's so funny. Like there was one where like this really religious woman wants to experience what it's like to be a mother before being a mother, and so they have this whole process where he raises a child with her, but the child is a child actor. Like, and so child actors can't work for more than like 4 hours at a time. And so every 4 hours a new child will come and like be replaced, and they have to act like it's the same child. And like also it's an expedited process, so like a week goes by and the child will go from like 3 years old to like a 7-year-old. And so like all of a sudden
Wait. So
yeah.
taking place over the course of a week. Like I thought this was just like, okay, we're gonna rehearse for like a day.
No. This is like
And
I think this is going like months. I think this is like a 2-month process or something. And so during those months, the kid will age all the way up to a teenager, and he's like, and he he goes as far as like to fully like immerse yourself. You have to also be aging at the same rate, And so all the mirrors are actually screens, and there's cameras that will show an AI aged version of yourself on every mirror. So you'll like, by the time your kid's like 17, you have to be what, like late 40s. And so like they're like aging faster. They're like, I'm like, oh my god, like it's insane. You have to watch because you just can't. You have to sit there and just be like, what the fuck, like this is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy ass show.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna. That is something that I want like more money put into. Like, make it as intricate as you want. The AI technology, what the shit?
Yeah,
fucking mirrors that make you look that Donna femify you, I guess. Like, that make you.
They turn you into an old man. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's okay. The rehearsal.
Nathan Fielder.
Hulu. Nathan Fielder. I just know Nathan Fielder from that one video where he's like, it's set up like a magic trick, and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen some crazy tricks, but what you're gonna see has never been done before. It's like, I'm tied up and I have to try to get out of here before a robot
undoes his pants
in front of children with a police officer, an LAPD officer standing right there who will arrest me for exposure to children or public exposure. On the dot if I do not get out of this thing. It's just the funniest.
Like, what the fuck? There's one where he's trying to help this chili business. This guy owns this chili restaurant, and his store is right next to like the major hockey stadium, so everybody's going there and getting food. So he's like, but you're not allowed to bring food in to sell. So what he did was he made a makeshift suit that he filled with chili and put clothes over, and there's like a tube that runs out of his hand, and then he has a cane that is actually a dispenser of sour cream, and then his hat has a cheese grater on the back to grate cheddar cheese on the chili. And so he'll walk around the stadium, and he'll go to like a kid, and he's like, you want some chili? And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, $2. And then he'll like, his jacket will open, he'll give you like a cup, and then he'll like squirt blended chili from his suit.
That's like some Inspector Gadget stuff right there. Yeah, splurts out freaking sour cream. That's crazy. Okay, so that's also the rehearsal you said, or
that's his older show. It's called Nathan for You. Yeah, so freaking funny, hilarious. You guys just have to. It's like a phenomenon. Like he'll do stuff that it'll make the news. Like, it's just so crazy. Yeah, check it out. Nathan for You on Hulu.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of clips on like TikTok and Twitter, so I'm familiar with his work. And if it's anything like I just know that he'll go there with it. Like, he's just so crazy. So okay, I'm gonna check that out for sure. I think the root of that conversation was Nope. So you haven't seen that? Man, my turn to kind of rave about a thing.
Okay.
Ooh, this movie is like the modern day blockbuster. Like, when you think of movies nowadays and you think about how kind of commercialized everything is, or nowadays, like, you don't get that big, like, this was, a lot of people thought that this movie was him doing like third what is it, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
That's cool.
That kind of thing. I thought of it as him doing Jaws.
Wow. Okay, so he's on his Spielberg shit.
Like, when the way that he made you afraid of the water, that Jaws made you afraid of going into the water, he makes you afraid of like looking up at the sky.
Oh shit, that's really cool.
You have to watch it in IMAX, because
I think I'm gonna see it on Friday. In IMAX.
Please. Yeah, text me after you watch it, because like, it makes you almost like, there are scenes, no spoiler, I don't think, I'm not gonna say anything crazy, but there are scenes where like they're looking up at the sky, and it almost makes you go like kind of shift around, like kind of, it's so immersive, the IMAX. And helps the story, like, of kind of the point of the story is so great. We'll just talk about it next stream.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, I think it's just one of the most thoughtful with Jordan Peele movies, they're always very thoughtful,
Mhm.
but I think is he able to kind of balance it out with like an experience? I think
Mhm.
Us was like a very frightening, horrifying experience, but this where that is horrifying, this is like fun, which is weird to say about a Jordan Peele movie. Like,
Okay, well, sure, for sure, for sure.
and as just the most disturbing scene
Mm.
I think I've ever seen in a theater.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
so very excited to see you guys. I'm sure you guys, if you've seen Nope, let us know.
No spoilers, please. What's up, D-Mine
Oh, no, yeah.
Studios? What
Yeah,
up,
man.
what up,
You're
what up?
still up on the leaderboard, man. You've been doing
Yeah, they've
numbers
been
on there.
dominating.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, another thing I'll bring up, since you've made it through the entire stream and haven't noticed, is there anything about Kitchen Boy that you noticed?
About Kitchen Boy? Hello? Kitchen... Wait, he's a mod now? Wait, did we do that? Or did you do that?
Hey, man, some shit happened during last stream.
Man, hey, that's supposed to be unanimous between you and...
I've gone mad with power.
Sorry, Kitchen Boy. Removing moderator. No.
Oh,
no. That's fine. That's
So,
fine.
we held a little
Kitchen Boy was the
tribunal.
first person to ever comment, right, on our
Yes.
on our live stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has the catalog, he has the experience.
Right.
But we held a little tribunal because
Okay.
I think we had mentioned it
Okay.
before, but
I
was
did
like,
see this section of the live stream that said Kitchen Boy Tribunal. I didn't know what that meant.
we held a court hearing for our
tribal
good
council.
brother. Yes.
Like
He
Survivor.
said, I'll read it out, but let me just put it up on the screen. Is it mirrored? Okay, you can kind of see it.
I can somewhat. It says, I can't wait to see the show. No weird shit. But if The Weeknd has sex in this show, I'd watch.
So I was
That-
like, look, I want to make you a moderator, but will I get canceled for this? Like, will we get canceled for associating this with
Okay. Okay.
And we held it to the people. We gave it to the people, and they seemed okay. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Like, sure, and let's just have something for Matt to come back to and be like, what? I imagine that Donald Glover scene in Community where he comes back with pizza boxes and he's just like, what the fuck?
The whole place is on fire.
So yes.
Okay.
Okay with you. I went ahead and made Kitchen Boy our third moderator. What do you?
Sure.
Any words for Kitchen Boy?
I'm concerned. I don't know how old you are, Kitchen Boy. Do you even know what that word means? Do you but it's fine. You've been here since the beginning. You were the first comment on our live stream, so you deserved to have the moderator status at one point. But is this really your legacy?
Oh,
I'll leave it at that.
damn. Some to think about, Kitchen Boy. Hey, man.
Some kitchen thoughts.
You're free to respond as always, but damn. Okay.
I might have to put you in a little timeout, Kitchen Boy. You better watch what you say. You are a moderator, but hey,
Yeah.
this
We
is our channel. How will this affect LeBron's legacy? I think that's the real question.
That is real. Where does
Kitchen Boy's moderation status, where does that affect LeBron's legacy?
Yeah. So that's a thing. Again, Kitchen Boy, you're free to respond. I think I did call you by your real name, Luis. There you go. I'm putting it all out there. There you go. This is like the Weeknd transitioning into Abel. Kitchen Boy
Government name.
transitioning in. I know.
Damn.
Explain in Fortnite terms. Basically, he got a gold pump shoddy and
Tomato
built the-
Town. About to get down.
went
Just went down
You know,
Tomato
I'm gonna work
Town.
right now. Oh my god. My little cousin literally sounds exactly like that kid. Chug Jug or whatever.
Is that his name? Chug Jug?
I actually don't know. I think that's the name of the song.
Yeah.
I think so. But
Number one victory
sounds like
royale.
yeah, that's that we're about
Have to get
that's
down,
American
get
boy I'm
down.
saying.
Jeff Top Town, Tomato Town. And we're going southbound. How does it go?
That sounds like the Off-White. No. What is it? The Doja Cat line that
Off-White, on right. Damn, he could dress. Worst line. A line that the only line that's worse than that is, your whip is a toilet, you looking like poop in it.
That's a bar. Come on now.
It is a bar, bro.
Because it's a toilet. What do you do in the toilet?
Got you. Yeah.
Oh, so I don't know if that went maybe, but yeah.
Maybe that went over my head. Yeah. Hey, I'm looking.
A little bit, you know.
When is the GOAT dropping? When is Nav dropping? He just dropped a track with Travis Scott, actually.
Yeah. Really solid.
Oh, that was the other thing we were supposed to talk about. Utopia. Travis Scott.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Utopia. I mean, there's not really much to say about it other than he's having a Vegas residence that's called Road to Utopia.
That's
Actually, no,
crazy.
there's a lot. There's a good amount to talk about that. Really cool.
Travis
I guess
Scott residency
gonna
in
be-
Vegas?
Yeah.
We got to go see that.
I know. It's
Damn.
gonna be at the. I have it here.
Where's it
the-
going to
the
be?
Zouk nightclub. ZOUK.
Oh, it's not like a nightclub. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Resorts World.
That's going to be
Oh,
like
it's in.
that's going to be like a crazy entrance fee.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. Also, that reminds me. Sorry, my mom. I don't know if you guys picked that up, but my mom is like hollering at my brother right now.
Oh, Dom. Come on now.
Yeah, it's actually crazy because I will be going to the Silk Sonic experience myself.
What?
Right after the
when?
May thing. Yeah. Right after I come back from. That's why I was like, "Ooh, I need to get home on the 11th." Is because we're gonna be driving to Vegas right after. And
Oh shit!
it's-
Oh my god!
yeah,
I didn't know they
dude,
still had dates. They're still doing the show.
Yeah, I'm curious. How much was like the first couple dates? Because I remember you went like almost like when it premiered, almost like the first.
How
month,
much were the
right?
tickets?
Yeah.
It was probably like $240 a person.
Oh yes. Yeah, they kind of dropped down the price a little bit.
I bet.
Because we're going there with some family with the Philippines. We're like they love Silk Sonic.
Holy shit!
Funny enough, they texted my dad saying like, "Oh, your son's video came up in our feed. It was your reaction to when you went to Silk Sonic."
Oh really?
And they just sent a picture like, "Oh, I watched a little bit of it and it was great.
Mhm.
Like I'm super excited. Big Silk Sonic fans."
You guys are gonna have the night of your fucking lives. I will say. Oh my god!
Man,
Please dress
got
up.
a little.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'm gonna mention that I got like a little, because it's gonna be stupid hot. So
Oh,
I
right.
bought like those like little, basically like a different colorway, but what Bruno was wearing on the 24K Magic
Oh.
cover, like the pajama
silk-
set type deal.
Oh.
Yeah,
silk
So
set.
I'm gonna be rocking that little. I almost want to call it a romper, just because
Yeah, yeah.
the shirt section is so long, and then the shorts are just shorts.
They're the same design.
Same design, yeah. So I'm super excited,
Dude,
man.
that's
I'm gonna
gonna
be,
be
yeah, like
fire.
I said, I'm gonna be dressed up, freaking collars pressed, shoes clean, it's gonna be great, man. I'm excited. I
Oh
want to
my
take a
God.
picture with the isn't that MGM Grand where the Weekend that ceiling with the
Oh,
lights?
I think that's Caesar's.
Oh, Caesars. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is Caesars. I want to head down there, take a
Yeah.
quick picture. Like, dude, I'm excited.
Oh, in the
like,
fit. Oh, that's gonna go crazy. That's gonna go crazy. Oh my god, bro.
Oh.
I'm jealous. I need to see that. Oh my god, dude. That was like, if I went back in my catalog of days of my life, one of like top 5 like nights of my life, for real.
Is meeting Maya,
First one is
and also this,
Silk Sonic, and then
and then
and then probably when like Uncut Gems came out, and then
Oh, okay.
no, seriously, dude, that show is
yeah,
awesome,
man.
bro. You're gonna be like, God damn it, I wish I could have recorded that, because they take your phone. But oh man, that it's so good. Like it's so good. Like you will,
Man.
it's just you will know every single word to every song they're singing. So get ready to like have no voice the next day, because you're gonna just be belting out the whole time. Yeah, even like the 70s tribute songs are iconic. Like, oh my god, I'm not gonna give away, but whoo, man, that you're gonna have a good time. Damn. So it's are you seeing it's then? And then you're seeing Abel after, right? Or before?
Yeah, August 27th. He goes to
Okay,
Levi's,
okay.
and
Damn,
yeah,
that's gonna be a
it's a busy,
big month.
big month, man. I'm excited. Obviously, I'll talk about my thoughts on the Silk Sonic thing. I'm probably gonna love it.
Hmm.
That put on a smile into when I was your man. Oh,
Yo, you're not even
I'm gonna be
ready.
screaming that
You're
shit, bro.
you're not ready, bro. You're not ready when they start doing Silk Sonic versions of their old songs, bro. You're
Oh,
not ready. Listen to
I
some
think.
listen to some like a few like Anderson Paak deep cuts too, cuz
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I made a little playlist for my because my dad was like, "Oh, I'm not really familiar with Anderson Paak. Could you give me like, make a little playlist?" So I did like
Uh-huh.
the Silk Sonic album,
Mhm.
and then I did like going back and forth between Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak. So, just to kind of like a refresher, and I'm just like listening back and I'm like, man, what is it? Come Down,
Love that song.
freaking Anywhere is like my favorite, maybe my favorite song from maybe the both of them. Like it's Anywhere or like maybe When I Was Your Man. Like those,
Yeah.
that's like my goat tier for those two artists. So I'm just like,
Oh my god, bro.
I'm just like,
You're gonna
oh
be
my.
you're gonna be bawling crying. Like bawling crying. It was that show was so crazy that I went to see it with Maya, her cousin and her aunt, and her cousin, like we are huge Silk Sonic fans, like huge, but that's like his life. He's like, y'all don't he went to me before. He's like, I know you know that I'm a fan, but like you still don't understand the level that this concert means. And so he went so hard. We went so hard. He started bleeding. His ears
Mm.
started. It was not because of the music, but because
I know. I was like,
we were rocking so hard that
yeah.
Maya's earring or hair got caught in his earring, and it and it like popped out and it started bleeding. It was like he shed blood at the Silk Sonic concert, bro. That's how
Blood, sweat, and tears for
blood,
real.
sweat, and tears. So I'm not saying
Hell
do
yeah, man.
that, but like that's just the level, you know. That's the baseline.
I don't know, man. That put on a smile into When I Was Your Man. Like,
Crazy.
be some
Nah.
some texts might get sent later that night. I'm fucking hyped for it. Um, and oh my god, sorry, I'm just trying to process. Like, I'm gonna be seeing like three of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm trying to get the
Anderson
Steve
Paak
Lacy tickets.
and Steve Lacy. Yeah, man. Oh my god.
I'm definitely seeing Steve Lacy, bro.
Yeah, I don't think we really reiterated, or I don't think we really like we gave a good review of it.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out on our channel. But that album just left such a good impression on me. Like that, it's probably gonna be one of those albums that I really like go back to, and whenever I'm feeling like I need like a feel good album,
Mm-hmm.
like that album is so dynamic and
So good.
such a vibe, man. Love that album. Need to see that tour, gonna give you the world tour, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, LA's like the last stop on that tour, so. But
yeah,
nah, man, I'm so hyped. It's gonna be so good. I mean, Steve Lacy's awesome, and this album, like the songs will get stuck in my head so bad that I can't like focus. Like I'll just be hearing Bad Habit in my head over and over and over. That's how good it is. But yeah, I'm hyped for that. Man, good shit.
man, great music, man. This is Remember we were talking about like a couple months ago, the
Mm,
golden era of music, and I
right.
don't know if it's like the best era of music. You can argue that or whatever, but this is an incredible era of music. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
can't argue that. Like we're getting everybody's dropping. Like
everybody. I'm just waiting for Frank. Come on
just
now.
waiting for Frank.
Frank's
Apparently he's
house
also
album.
no, yeah. That's like the thing that apparently that's old news. Apparently that's been
Mm.
dropped like since 2019, but
Oh really?
still like it's so timely considering everyone else
Mm-hmm.
is dropping house and kind of fits the vibe of you know that not DHL but the other song, the In My Room.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can kind of see the sound texture he's gonna use. So
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
know, Franco.
he had a plan
go
of opening a nightclub in New York, the Prep
Plus, right?
nightclub, but it probably got kind of washed because of COVID. But I mean, he's been on that nightclub dance music thing for a while. But you
Still
know,
need that weekend. Still need that SZA's The Weekend cover that was
that's just
promised to us.
never coming out. That's never coming out.
Damn, man.
He made that just for SZA, and that's it.
Cool. Like this man is correct. He's the one person that is genuinely like, I make music for one other person. Like,
Yeah.
you could make so much money with. Anyway, I mean, I'm sure it's a bitch to deal with, like TDE and sampling
Yeah.
that, or like wanting to cover that song. So oh well, I guess I'm kind of on my way to making peace with that. That I'm never gonna get to hear that.
Yeah.
But let's get into. Great episode, man. I really enjoyed some of the discussion we had on here. Let's talk about some of the stuff in your rotation. What's in your rotation?
Let's see. Let me open my Spotify. Recently played. This is just today. Today I've been listening to Gemini Rights, Good Kid, Mad City, The Melodic Blue, and the Odd Future Tape Volume 2. Also the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I've been on a big. I mean, I think this past week, I've been spinning Miseducation all week, and I think I've solidified this is one of my favorite albums of all time. Like,
Yeah.
top 5. I would say that Kendrick, Timpa Butterfly, is like 1 or 2, but I don't know what the order is yet. But Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, one of my favorite albums of all time. And I've been just spinning it, man. I mean, you can go to any track on here and it's a banger. Right now, my favorite song is To Zion, featuring your boy Santana.
Dana.
Yeah. And
That-
I also love Forgive Them. Father has the nastiest beat ever. Nastiest beat.
Yeah.
Just listen to that song.
And the thing is about that album too is that if you're just discovering it for the first time, you're hearing all the songs that sampled those those songs.
Yeah.
You know, in my what is it? Nice for What? Obviously, I think
Yeah.
was
X
Lauryn Hill
Factor.
sample.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lost Ones,
Um,
Doo Wop, all that.
Also, and then if you get into Lauryn Hill, you gotta get into the Fugees.
Fugees?
Fugees,
Yeah.
yes.
And then you get into like Wyclef Jean and like, bro, like it's just like her come up in music is so dope. Like she like starting out the Fugees and Killing Me Softly and stuff like that, and then breaking off into her solo career, and she made like some of the most incredible album. I mean, Kanye himself has said Miseducation is the greatest album of all time. And she had her iconic MTV live performance of what's this song the MTV Unplugged. She had a whole live album actually, but her MTV Unplugged thing really shot her into this other level of stardom, just because like no one, she was like bawling, crying by the end of it. Like it was just so moving. But no, man, Miseducation is incredible. It's an incredible manifesto about love, and also an incredible mashup of hip hop, soul, R&B, neo soul, a lot.
Influenced a lot of your favorite R&B artists.
Yeah.
Male, female, it don't matter. Like
Everybody
a lot of
has used one of her songs chopped up
Uh-huh.
in any way. But yeah, man, I
Yeah, and
freaking
also for-
love Lauryn Hill. So
one last thing about Lauryn Hill. One thing you got to say, we're talking about, I guess the theme of this episode has been like uncompromising artists. We're talking about The Weeknd, Beyonce, Kendrick. Lauryn Hill dropped this album and decided, like, she has collab albums, she has group albums, but she's like, look, this is the greatest thing I could possibly create. Why would I try to top it in any way?
Right.
Like, this is it. This is the Lauryn Hill album.
mm-hmm.
When you talk about Lauryn Hill, what album? It's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and
Yeah,
it honestly couldn't have been a more perfect.
and that was it.
Just like
she didn't drop anything
mix.
else.
Yeah,
The only thing was like
period.
the live album. Like, yeah, like
Mm.
that's crazy to me. that this
Incredible.
and it still will hold up a decade from now. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's also another one of my vinyl grails is Miseducation.
Yeah, just the mythologizing of that kind of thing, that just like so naturally,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's great music and it sat with a lot of people over time. That it's yeah, Lauryn Hill, absolutely one of the greatest albums of all time, and that's not just like hyperbole, like
No, like
genuinely. If
genuinely.
if we're gonna talk about greatest albums of all time, has to be in that conversation. Um,
Yes, but
Whew,
what have you
like
been listening to?
voice is gone.
Yeah.
So I want to take this opportunity to talk about something a little different. Like, I've been listening to also Gemini Rights. I've been listening to Renaissance,
Mm-hmm.
Dawn FM, as always, in the gym. Going through a little bit of a Panic at the Disco phase just because they've been dropping new music.
Okay.
Um, I enjoy it. Ooh. But but I've been also kind of starting to line up some albums that I want to listen to during this road trip that I got coming up,
Ah, that's a
man.
good one. Yes.
So I have wait. New release from
From what?
Childish Gambino.
Huh? What?
I Love You More Than You Know. Black Party featuring
What is this?
Childish.
Oh, it's a
I
feature.
don't. It's the feature, but hey man, I'll take a feature.
Hey,
Like
I'll check it out.
what's that song? Stay High.
Oh,
He has a song called
great
Stay
song.
High. So classy. So um. But yeah, some road trip music, man. I got a couple lined up here. I have four lined up, and I'm
Okay.
I'm, I'm open to a fourth. If you guys are watching this back, and obviously leave it in the chat. But if you guys are watching this back, comment some albums I can check out. I have another slot open. So the three albums I have locked in right now, ready to go, downloaded for offline use.
Okay.
Save just in case. Machiavelli's The Dawn Illuminati, The 7 Day Theory. Do you know about Machiavelli?
Yeah. Tupac's alter ego.
Yes,
Oh shit.
incredible story. Like his
Yeah.
posthumous
Yeah.
alias. Um, incredible story. I know. I've checked out this song "Live and Die in L.A."
Mm-hmm.
Super good. And I'm very excited to check out. I love West Coast funk, especially. I'm gonna be driving to L.A. SoCal, like almost where it was
True.
born.
True. True. Oh,
So
you gotta
I'm
listen to
excited
some
to vibe with
some
that.
LA shit. Yeah. That's dope.
Mhm.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, some G-Funk, some Nate Dogg will definitely get thrown in there.
I
Um,
freaking love G Funk. So fire.
mhm.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
Machiavelli.
yeah. My Dear Melancholy for reasons.
Okay.
Blast.
Mm.
Have you listened to his most recent album, Before You Go?
No, I have
Oh,
not.
check it out, man. It's
Yeah.
if we're talking about G-Funk, it's kind of
Hmm.
like I've almost like G-Funk today is almost kind of the same way R&B has evolved. I think G-Funk has almost evolved to that LA, like Blast
Interesting.
style of music.
Mm-hmm.
That think Die Hard
Yeah.
from Mr. Morale. I almost feel like that's kind of been the successor, the spiritual successor to that sound. And I love that sound, man. Blast is
That's some
incredible.
true LA
Maybe,
shit. Yeah.
yeah,
That
like
sound.
maybe not. This album is really good, but I've heard the complaint like he just makes the same type of song every time.
Mm.
But when he comes on at the perfect time in a playlist, it's like it's just
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if I'm open to any suggestions for any road trip albums you guys would like me to add on there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you listen to during road trips?
I definitely listen to a lot of music.
Is it like an album or a playlist? How do you
I like to go through
typically?
albums. Because I'll just knock out a bunch. So I usually I'll go through a bunch of albums. I'll revisit some albums. Some ones I
Yeah,
really like to revisit are is like because the internet. I really like revisiting that album because it just feels like I don't know a world I'm stepping into.
good
Um,
pick. Yeah, and
but
you actually
no,
have time to like
yeah,
invest
listen,
in it. Like it's hard to. Obviously, you can check out Sweatpants and
yeah,
3005, like songs you can just jump in on, but the whole experience, yeah,
mm-hmm.
road trips definitely give you the opportunity to like really marinate in it. Totally,
Right,
totally.
yeah. No, I'll listen to a lot of of just albums, and then I'll also listen to podcasts. I listen to the A24 podcast, Dissect, of course. I remember one time I was driving to Vegas and I was listening to this true crime podcast. I don't know if it's true crime, but it was just like
Like a scripted.
yeah, scripted. It was about Tupac, and like, you know, he died in Vegas. You know, he was shot outside of a club there, and so we were driving to the Strip, which is where he died, and they were going over the entire history of the beef between him and Biggie and Suge Knight, and you know how he ordered the hit on him and shit like that. And so that was really cool. So it'll be like usually music related podcasts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then other than that, I'll probably be asleep, you know, if someone else is driving, or you know, or I'll just be there silent for an hour.
Just
in my
listening
thoughts.
to your thoughts.
Yeah.
That is madness to me. I like if I'm driving in silent, you know, I'm like going through it, because like I can't even process like music. I'm like just sitting in my thoughts. Yeah, I've tried to get better at that in terms of like, I don't know if you've ever had a moment where you kind of realize like, oh shit, like I'm absorbing a lot of content, like you know, like on a daily, just walking
daily.
to another room. I'm listening to this YouTube video while also playing a video game. I'm trying to like cut down on a little bit and start to try to like really enjoy whatever it is I'm trying to enjoy, as opposed to like multitasking. But
Yeah.
I don't know. This is road trip music. Let me know what you guys.
I have a rec for
suggest.
you.
Ooh.
Listen to Outkast, either Speaker Box. That is a super long. It's a double album. It's really long. So
yeah. I love that album. Yeah.
Or you can listen to I can never. It's Atlians, like aliens, but ATL. You know.
That might be one because I've listened to that like a long time ago, but I don't remember a lot of the records on there. Okay, I'm put that
I'm just early 2000s. That's my shit. You know, late 90s, early 2000s album, hip hop stuff. I mean, Outkast is dope, but you know, you've heard shit from Speaker Box like Miss Jackson, Roses. You know, I think some of my favorite.
No, go ahead.
Some of my favorite tracks from that are Prototype, She Lives in My Lap. You've heard that song. Roses, obviously, Hey Ya, like all those. But Prototype, listen to that song. Incredible.
Prototype,
when I said Steve Lacy album, the Steve Lacy album reminded me of Andre. This specific song, just think of Gemini Rights when you listen to it.
Yeah, I was actually wondering. Yeah, I was so mad I forgot to ask which song you were thinking of specifically. But yeah,
that one.
Which album is International Player Anthem on? Do you remember? Or is that even on an album? I think featured. Now that I think about it,
I don't. International Player. I think that's a feature.
Yeah. Oh, UGK.
UGK is that's his song.
Man, that might be. If we're talking about the greatest songs ever, that's got to be like objectively like in the top, at least in the top 50. Like obviously there's a lot of songs you got to put on there, but it's got to be in the top 50. That song is just. And the music video is iconic.
Yeah, and then I guess if you want more LA vibes, listen to the Vince Staple Ramona Park for sure. That's pure 90s LA, like Long Beach. Like when I'm cruising in LA by myself, windows down, I blast Vince Staples because it just feels like LA. So yeah, if you want to get into that headspace.
Yeah, I remember hearing a bunch of songs from the OurThoughts summer playlist, and also he has like some music videos. I saw, what was it? I forget the song, but When Sparks Fly, the music video for that, it's almost like a musical, almost like a play. So I'm just like really excited about Vince Staples as an artist, and and I actually haven't checked out this album as much. Like I haven't really given it a fair listen. So I'm gonna. That's definitely gonna be on there, man. All right, so
really
I got
good.
my lineup. I got my lineup.
Plenty of stuff.
Suggestions. If y'all got suggestions, let me know. But man, I'm excited to see you, my brother.
Yes,
Couple
me
days.
too. Go
We're
live
gonna
it
be
up.
dressed up as album characters, as album covers. It's gonna be fun, man. Got a little bunch of photo ops. Like this is gonna be such a fun time. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's gonna do it for us. Here
Yeah,
at the
definitely, bro.
54th recording of Our Thoughts Live.
The 54th. Is that right? Hold on, it doesn't
I
even
think
say
so.
that. Hold on, it's wrong in the title. I'll change that. It's 53 on the
Oh.
title right now, but it's 54.
Oh, well, yeah. It's if you're counting like the solo streams.
Yeah, those are streams.
Yeah. So yeah, 54. Really
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, anyway,
Uh,
next stream, y'all, is my solo stream, my first solo stream. So show up. Let me know what video games you want me to play. I'm going to be gaming hard. And I might do a little bit of a mukbang in the middle of it. We'll see. I might get a little food order. Maya and I might come on here, try some food, give a little review.
Yeah.
We'll spice it up. So I'm trying to make it entertaining while I play some video games. And it'll be a good excuse. Because I never have an excuse to play video games, but that's a good one. So, yeah, man, I'm excited for that. But no, this was dope. Somehow we made this a jam-packed episode. And we were talking the whole time. So I guess that just goes to show how good we are.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of thoughts, man. We got a lot of thoughts.
So many.
Yeah, man. Wrap it up.
All right.
Get it done. Let's see.
All right, bro.
My voice is gone, man.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I know. Okay. I'll wrap it up. Okay, y'all.
I'm always starving at the end of these streams, bro.
My brother's starving. All right, y'all.
I mean, yeah, but also,
yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for Our Thoughts Live. Great episode as well. Thank you guys for all of your comments, questions, inquiries in the chat. As always, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below as you do. Follow us, social media, Matt Mags, Cheslito. It'll be in the description. And we're gonna, next time you'll see us, it might be when we're together, or it might be when I'm on my solo stream. But either way, check out.
You'll see us on Instagram. You'll see
yes.
us on our social medias, hanging out.
Yes.
At Cheslito, Matt Mags, 2 Z's.
Yep.
2 T's. I don't know how else you spell Matt, but yeah, follow us on there. We be posting stuff. We be talking to you guys. We're always available. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. And stay cool in this heat, y'all. The summer's heating up.
As we end off every show with our signature catchphrase, stay cool.
Stay cool. Be true. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, stay cool, be true, live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love.
Dance like nobody's watching.
On that note, live, laugh, love. Peace.
World peace.